Math. 0 and 1 are the only numbers. Every number composes of 1 and come from 0. Your mathematics is wrong. Alpha is 0 and the omega is 1, but the devil has not won. You can solve any math problem with 0 and 1. 0 is the origin. 1 is simply the reflection of 0 quantitatively. There are numerous lines and ones in different dimensions, and everything is composed of individual ones of something with equal nothing. Billion is simply a billion ones that are strands of one sense of 0. All means everything and mighty means great. How can you understand how to build the pyramids if you don't know what 0 is or equals to? Mastery of 0. This is theory. This is the theory of originality and reflection. How was one created stretching the inner core of N, 0 lines, and separating its core from the middle of myself? The release of interior content cultivates the product. I will soon destroy and kill my reflection, and the evil one will not exist. For I am thee of thee, the true all-seeing eye. Yes, the O, the 0 is an I. The sun is an I, and I am awesome. Remember this. If you are not the 0, everything else is just a quintessential medium or variant. 0 is the author of your fate. Remember this. You walk in harmony this way. The above all are its implementations of 0 and its interpretations. The above dissertation will forever alter math contemporarily as we know it, and its vast description and the applied nothingness. The following would change economics as we know it to be. Now that you know what a multi-service establishment is and consists of, let us now diagnose the theorem attributed to such a function. First, a multi-service establishment is perpetual business. With this knowledge base, one would never run out of business. This is equal to an infinitive summation of supply and demand. This is proportional to intervallic positive/negative universal quantitative shift of the possibilities frontier. There exists supply with a weak equivalency to necessity, plus unlimited demand, plus services and all wants. This is equal to exponential demand multiplied by infinitive limits plus services times the subset of or not containing all of all wants. This means that wants are equated to needs, therefore eliminating the greed. This is not to confuse a sedentary lifestyle or complacency, but competition is remain healthy and only is decisive in the circumstance of intellectual progression, not in the interest of capitalism. This would encourage entrepreneurship and self-sufficiency. With more of a skill base, the individual will pursue more personal endeavors, therefore driving the economy with innovation, allowing for equal and opposite trade. I might have to read that again. Actually, I'm going to read that again, that last part. This is not to confuse a sedentary lifestyle or complacency, but competition is remain healthy and only is decisive in the circumstance of intellectual progression, not the interest of capitalism. This would encourage entrepreneurship and self-sufficiency with more of a skill base. The individual would pursue more personal endeavors, therefore driving the economy with innovation, allowing for equal and opposite trade. Competition based upon tyrannical measures will lead to your own downfall on earth. That piece is very, very, very interesting. A very interesting piece there. Though there are many fools who cannot see this, they are the first to go. This form of competition is barbaric and will lead to a barbaric society. Barbarism is unbecoming. I do not like this. Ruffians, I do not like this. I will make your last days verbatim to the prefix of your nature. Ignorance is the perpetuation of envy, jealousy, and hatred. Uninformity is the cousin of ignorance, because withholding a secret of truth from the babes of the earth will spark self-confidence and curiosity while in innocence. But growth combined with time is the teacher of inferiority, causing an inferiority complex. Thus the hatred continues. This is the evil one's plot to destroy humanity. Whew. Let me read that one more time, man. I gotta read that again. You know, you see how I'm taking a hard time with this. This is a very difficult read, but if you look at it, it's so simple. It's so simple. You got to read between the lines. And I know this couldn't just come from me. This had to have come from God, for real. That's why I'm reading this out. I mean, I'm even struggling. I have no problem with trying to understand or saying that I'm human. That's what the Liddell show is all about, man. Helping people and even getting help to see how we can make our society better. And I literally think the answer is right here. It's right here. And I'm going to show you guys the front page again. I'm going to get to the rest of this, but here was the life formula. If you guys didn't see it, here's the life formula right here. Okay. Here's the symbol too. All right. So, all right, guys. I'm going to finish this. And the part of this is missing, the last paragraph. I'm going to hold the last paragraph. I want you guys to visit the website and read the whole thing. But the last paragraph is really important. I'm going to save that for you guys to do your homework. You can type in K Liddell 2 in the search engine, or you can just type in tangibility of nothingness, or you can go directly to my website, www.kliddell2.community.officelive.com, and you'll see tangibility of nothingness on the front page. And look at that last paragraph and what it really says. But here we're on the last page. I'm going to read the last couple of paragraphs and say that in the third paragraph for you on the website. Okay, where was I? Curiosity will plague them. Heightening of false expectations of lies is dangerous and mounting toward a heavy spill, a huge letdown. Separatists are like bacteria in the dark. They feed off insecurity and wish to demarcate the masses. This way, the truth will never be exposed, or so they think. This leads to even more inquisitiveness. Segregation is an indication of mass hysteria and lack of information, primed for keeping secrets. Mixing secrets will, with truth, still have its downfall. And instantly, if the entire truth is revealed, there is no turning back. Experience is the best teacher. Dimensions of MSC plus the ATO plus the corporate equalizer is less than or much less than the population mean, the establishment. MSC stands for multi-service establishment, ATO stands for anti-tyranny organization, and the corporate equalizer is also a combining measure to support both of those, to help to stabilize or get everybody on the same level. And that's not to be confused with communism. It's totally different. Okay, with the establishment, that's the government. and dimensions equals 0, semicolon 0 equals pause in time, then 1, and 3 quantum leaps directed to the second one, and 4 quantum leaps directed to the exponential sum of the third one times the 2 quantum leaps. This interaction leads to the sixth one, and endpoint plus the infinitive 6. If you guys remember, I was giving the formula of what 0 equals, and this is what it is. The sixth one and end point, I'm reading this again, plus the infinitive, or infinite 6. This is the generative property of the government and the elitist group suppressing and overpowering the majority. This notation will disprove what is institutionally being taught. Subtract this notation from 1, which is less than 1, which is much less than the third one, plus or minus the first dimension or dimensional inverse equals -1 plus the third one dimension. So 0 equals 11 reflections plus 6 infinite ones and 9 quantum leaps minus 1 limitation plus the third one reflection with the first dimension positively or inversely causing an effect in matter of space physicality of nothingness equaling animate presence. This is the value of 0, 1, 0 logic. And that's all I'm going to read, guys. You can look that other stuff up again on the website. And you know what? To Gregory Fairbanks, good fortune, man. Hope that you do well in your career, but with your lack of foresight, I don't see you lasting that long, chief, or chief editor, or whatever you call yourself. But this is what he didn't really want people to see, man. And it was a much watered down version that I submitted to this guy. But, you know, that's part of people holding us down. If you want a better economy, man, the information's out there. And this is how you do it. Why would you feed off the backs of people every day? How long can you continue to do that without having an uprising anyway? I mean, that's where the economy is really, man, the world is going towards that anyway. Look out for 2010, look out for June 6th. I'm not trying to predict nothing, man, but it seems pretty self-explanatory. This is not my information per se. This, I believe, came from a much higher power. And you can call it what you want to call it, but it's sure as hell ain't no alien. If you take and divide alien up in two words, a of a prefix and then the suffix, and you take the n off, you have a lie. They're lying, man. But anyway, we're about to conclude our third podcast on this matter, man. And it's been a pleasure doing this and demonstrating with you guys a little piece of literature that I think is really insightful. A lot of information in here, man. And it's only 7 pages, man. It's a difficult read, but you know what? That's the best way I can interpret what I believe that God was saying to me and ultimately the world. This is our warning before it all comes to an end. All right, guys, take care.